Speaking of which, new music.
Mm.
Big Sean.
Okay.
Good album.
Detroit 2. You've listened to it fully,
I knew So was gonna
Okay,
say.
cool. Pull the mic up
So was
and give us your thoughts on Big Sean's album, Detroit 2.
I liked it. I think it was good. I think it was great. I think he, the production was great. He had a great beats. The Nipsey tune, obviously, that we heard before, that was cold. The Lil Wayne one was good. The Young Thug one, he got a video for it. I think that dropped recently as well.
Yeah,
you can tell already that his whole game change is different, innit? He's ready.
What's the video of him and Janae when they did matching tie-dye tops and that?
What, 20? I think that's on there. 20. They got a tune.
Oh, is that
20,
from? Okay,
20,
cool.
No, he's 28. Yeah, but he's still on the album as well.
Okay, it's on the album as well.
Yeah,
I think. I mean, Detroit 2. Obviously, those who have heard Detroit 1 wasn't a quote unquote studio album or studio LP. It was more of a.
That's a classic for me, for him.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, a lot of people hold that album
as one of his best projects. Yeah, my personal opinion.
Or that project is held in like such high regard.
Yeah.
I mean, 21 songs.
It is long.
I don't know if I want 21 songs from Big Sean.
I didn't want 21 songs from Big Sean. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I did like a few songs. Obviously, we played Deep Reverence featuring the late great Nipsey Hussle last week. He's got Wolves featuring Post Malone. He's got the song with Ty Dolla $ign and Anderson .Paak, Young Thug, Travis Scott, Key Wayne, Diddy.
Does this put him back in the conversation?
I'm not sure. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm not sure if
not yet.
Like I'm fully. The album hasn't fully took me yet.
Okay, is it that, or is it too soon because the album's only come out the other day?
Okay. Yeah, I mean I've heard it the one time and I don't think I got to the end.
Whoa.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, 21 songs, bro. Like,
I mean, if the album slaps, you keep listening, bro.
Yeah, but
you know what? But I've only listened to it once, but I gave it that one good listen. You know, where you just leave it on it when you actually really listen.
Okay.
And I enjoyed everything I heard.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if it then yet puts him back in that conversation because he's been kind of missing for a while. He's got his features and stuff, but it's like, yes, he's talented, but where do you place him? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure because there was a moment where he was definitely amongst that conversation, like where Big Sean was everywhere. He was really cooking, but then also I think there was an interview that he said that he was dealing with like a lot of mental health issues during the process of making this album.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you got to give him a bit of leeway. I mean, it might seem like a mad thing for me to say, but I feel he's not in that conversation, and like what kind of solidifies it for me is it's on a Deep Reverence song where he references him and Kendrick like squashing their issues. I'll be honest with you, bro. There ain't nothing happening violent between you two. Rap, bruv. No, bro. Play the song Deep Reverence again. Yeah. And what did he say? He said after it happened to Nip, I reached out to Kendrick.
Yeah, because they weren't really an issue.
Bro, I know it sounds mad. I want to be honest. It sounds like copying, please, bro. Kendrick wanted to smoke with you. There were subliminals in that. Let's get in the ring and dance, bruv.
Oh, what, after the Control verse?
Not even after Control verse. There was other like Man in the Mirror. There was little references from both of them. I was like, there was, because I didn't catch it at first, and someone put me on like, bruv, Kendrick and Big Sean got a little spicy energy with each other, and I was like, then let's go here, bruv. I'm not saying just because they're not like the most street artists doesn't mean the guys around them can't have issues. But when I look, I'm like, bruv, you two ain't fighting, man. Just go and get in the booth and go at it, bruv. Yeah.
Do you know what? At the end of the day, yeah, like they pride themselves as being like lyricists, right? Like we know Kendrick does, we know Big Sean does. It's probably the reason why Big Sean even reached out to Kendrick in the first place for that Control, like, because the Control beat, it's not your regular song. It's not like a song to have a hook.
No,
it's a beat that is just like, all right, cool, man. I give you like this beat. Don't even give me a 16. Give me a 32 or maybe even a 64, because Kendrick was going for ages on that, and he was bodying the Donny whose song it was on the song.
Which is why you need to get in the ring and dance, bro. Like, because for every reason the albums just ain't connecting. Like, there's people that I know that so it's like they love Big Sean, innit? And
I've got
Big Sean moments that I love, like Detroit. What's the tape of him at Metro Boomin? He's got a song. He's got a song called
as well.
A song on there with Cash Doll that I love, innit? Like
That's a big tune.
And it's probably because of how I feel about Cash Doll.
Yeah,
but like,
that's
That's probably the only Cash Doll song that I've ever heard.
Yeah, there's certain Big Sean moments. I'm like, yeah, but I just want, because like I don't know how you feel. Like it's obviously Drake, Kendrick, Cole, Meek is there and thereabouts as well. Wale falls in and out at certain times, but I think that's the top three. So Cole, Kendrick, Drake, Meek is there. It's like it's for the taking. I was like, I want him to have that moment, that album.
Yeah, I just don't think he'll reach. I think they've left him.
Is it the rapping style?
Cole, Kendrick, and Drake have definitely left Big Sean in the dust. I think Big Sean is like more in the Wale tier.
But I think he's past Wale as well, though.
He's past Wale.
You reckon?
Yeah, he has, bro.
But
then Wale, every project Wale has a hit.
I would go.
Wale's radio
I'll go
friendly.
as far as saying that I probably prefer Wale's projects to Big Sean's. Facts.
Do you prefer Wale's rapping to Big Sean's? Is the question.
Maybe not.
Wale knows how to make music.
He does know how to make music.
And I prefer certain lines from Wale than I do Big Sean.
Big Sean can overcomplicate it sometimes.
It's the delivery sometimes, bro. I think that's what it is.
Certain things that Wale says, I was like, this nigga spitting.
Stuff.
like that, like certain lines, and I'm like, yo, this resonates. Whereas like Big Sean, he just
He wants to do a lot.
He'll go somewhere, but then he'll take the wrong turn. Like, how are you
He'll do the speeded up flow.
Yeah, he gets lost sometimes.
Like, yeah, how are you getting lost in your own like bars? Like, I don't understand.
Don't have this problem.
Yeah, I'm studying everything you lot are saying. This is what I'm not gonna do.
But the thing is that
do works for you, bro.
The thing is that obviously we may be being too harsh because Big Sean can really rap, but it's just like at certain points I don't think that he can take it to a certain place where his certain peers can take it to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because he'll jump on a verse and he'll kill it, bruv. He'll kill it. You know that he was on Nas's album. Killed it.
Fair, he did.
And I'm like, yo, this like he's saying some
which is
things.
making me very excited for the album. I was like, okay, cool. Big Sean's back. He's gonna give us that album.
And then he dropped the song with Nipsey, and you're thinking, and like he had 2 songs on Khaled's last project, and I think the last song of that project, he was going off, and I'm like, yo, he's in album mode. And you know, you can tell when a rapper's in album mode, like he's letting you know that, rah, man's still here. You haven't heard like a song or a project from me in maybe like a year and a half or 2 years. But I've come back to kind of reassert myself just to let you know that in the next year, I'm going to be dropping something. But then when I hear an album and I'm seeing 21 songs, I'm like, do I want to hear that many songs from him? Maybe
you need to get a few more listens. What are the songs? I didn't know. Did I ask you what songs that stood out for you that you liked on that?
The one that didn't really was the one.
I asked this guy what he liked. He's like, what I didn't like.
Well, not really.
Was the one that he had everyone on it.
The Detroit dance.
Yeah, that one was like, yo, okay, I love it.
The one with T Grizzly and them, man.
Yeah, I was like, yo,
you gotta bring in the man them sometimes, innit?
Yeah, I know. But
if you want to go back to Detroit safely and that, like, yeah.
I need to check this album out.
Do you know what I mean?
I ain't even heard.
All right. Alright, cool. So we got Harder Than My Demons. That was good. Lucky Me, I actually enjoyed that one.
Okay.
Obviously the Body Language with Ty Dolla $ign, that was a great song. And
Ty's a cheat code for features.
100%. And he just did another one with SZA the other
I was just about to get onto that. That new SZA is cold.
Yeah, we'll do that in a second.
And that's, you know what, the Don Kennedy one was actually a banger, to be honest. What's it called?
I like Don Kennedy.
Yeah, that was actually a big tune.
Okay.
So there's a few in there, but there's some of them that got lost a bit. But I understood why I got lost because there's Big Sean in it. He does a bit too much. Sometimes he wants to show you that he's like an Eminem.
He feel like he's got a point to prove.
You know, when he's like 100%, like he feels like
Detroit dons are just
Detroit, yeah,
just over rapping sometimes,
over spitting.
And I feel that. Yeah, we'll just see how this one does. you know, I like Big Sean for the most part. Even when he does the 2088 stuff with Jhené Aiko, I think it's dope.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I mean? So he does a lot, but I think this needed to be a little bit condensed in order for it to be like the project that it needed to be, especially with the title being Detroit 2, because there was a lot of people that held the first Detroit in high regards. So I've got to sit on it a little bit and see what, you know, how I feel about it. I have received a lot of good feedback from other people about the album. It's just me personally, I'm just not there yet.
I feel like he should have had a bit more. Let Kanye touch on it a bit.
Nah, man, keep that nigga away from albums, man.
No, reason why for that condensing bit, I think Kanye would have said, "Look, you need to like."
But so Sean did 21, 22. Kanye would have said 6. So the problem is there's no happy medium, bruv.
Well, yeah, it depends. I mean, like, Kanye is credited on the album, obviously being a label head, good music. And they asked Big Sean what involvement he had, and
he couldn't really say.
Well, Sean did say that, you know, like he had input, but it wasn't like the type of input that you would expect from Kanye. I think Kanye is just there to kind of sign papers off, really, as the boss. Yeah, like, you can release this.
He said this with net worth 5 billion. I think he gives a shit about a Big Sean album currently. he don't care. Random though, yeah. How can I just scroll on Twitter? Yeah, this girl said, dating a guy who does podcasts. Next thing you end up on one of his stories on the pod. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. I say, yeah.
Who is it, bruv?
I'll show you after. Your secrets are safe for us, babes, man. Be alright, man. Be fine, man.
Yeah, man.
We don't spill the beans over here, man.
But yeah, Storm Music Scissor dropped.
Yeah.
Looks like TD are prepping up.
Are you a R&B? Don't you listen to?
Old school, yeah,
Okay.
Not in the new thing.
Scissor will catch your eye.
Yeah,
Go
most
and do your
definitely.
research,
Watch that video. She's looking sensational. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Neptune's produced, which I'm happy that they got it right, because we were cussing Pharrell for his last release
with Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, awful song, and I wasn't necessarily too happy with his or their production over the past couple of years. So hearing that was quite refreshing to see. So I'm looking forward to, I think a lot of people are waiting on SZA's release, because we've been waiting for a while now, and there's always that back and forth with her and the label saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble, or like, oh, they're not letting me release music. And, you know, we're waiting for Kendrick to drop, which I've seen clips of him on the beach somewhere.
Yeah, see, look, man's in the corner. You realise it's not easy, innit?
Yeah, I mean, the music thing, especially when you've got a label as successful as TDE, plus a premier artist like Kendrick, who whenever he drops, everything stops, essentially, innit? Like, you know that he's going to do a madness. It'll be interesting to see what he has to say now, after being away for so long. We haven't really even heard him on features.
Yeah, but they shouldn't make her wait that long, because her last album was cold. It's one of the best like contemporary R&B albums of the last few years, and like, we shouldn't. I'll still play that album to this day, bro.
Yeah,
I was so fuming that she never toured. And I was lucky that she was on a support act when Bryson Tiller came to the UK last, and she was on him for like 15-20 minutes.
I believe that she was scheduled to have her own shows, but I think she had a throat injury.
Right.
Where, you know, it was at risk, basically. If you go on tour, you might lose your voice.
Mash up your vocal cords,
yeah, mash up your vocals. If she had the energy of Michael Jordan, he'd be like, what's the probability? You can still go out there. Do you know what I mean? But
Dr. Hilarious.
Yeah, it looks like they're prepping up.
There.
Yeah.
You know, Kendrick, I can imagine Kendrick's video or single is going to be dropped over the next couple of weeks. Because he was caught shooting a video somewhere. He's super secretive, tight knit. You can't even get near Kendrick.
Bro, I don't care about that. Just drop the music, bro. Someone like him, I don't want to talk about. Just when the music drops, we'll have a chat.
Yeah, because his last album was Damn, which was what?
For a little while ago.
2018.
Yeah.
yeah, man, you know, but that's how it goes, isn't it?
Mate, you know, it is when you're like,
From
you can make us
artists
miss
anyway.
you.
From an artist, what would you lot want to hear? Would you lot want to hear album every year, every 2 years, every 6 months?
I'm
or-
happy with every 2 years
Yeah.
because I think if you keep dropping music like a lot, people are just gonna get tired. I
Yeah,
think
you're not as exclusive.
you've got
anymore.
to be like a certain type of Donny to be able to just release music.
and be a
Even if,
young
like,
boy. That guy drops like a video every.
But
couple
that's
weeks.
he's part of that generation. It all depends on like what type of artist you are, and what type of like direction your label, your management on. So like Kendrick can, when he first came through, he did fulfill the single quota as well, like swimming pools and stuff like. But he strikes me as more of the album guy.
Yeah,
Drake, single.
singles.
We do get get albums of a certain quality. I still argue that he may not have a classic, but I'm not going to deny him. Donny's been like dominating for 10 plus years. He's had decent albums, isn't it? I'm not going to deny him that.
Yeah,
Drake,
Hits.
Meek, kind of straddles both fences a little bit
Meek.
with
Meek right
regards
now,
to
I don't know what's
with
going
like
on.
giving
about
us a
to
good
drop as well.
album
He's about
and
to drop.
giving
He's about to drop something.
He's
and
about
giving
to drop
singles. I'm just saying,
something.
like, in terms of like what type, it all depends on the type of artist you are. So you're young coming up, like an NBA young boy, like that's the YouTube community. Young guys, like, give us loads of content. Will NBA be here in 5 to 10 years? Time will
a
tell.
lot of his stuff is microwavable.
Because the way he's doing videos now, I don't see a man doing.
And he
videos
fulfills
that
what they
much
need
for
right
the next
now.
Like YouTube trending.
yeah, because like
But
I think
deeper,
that's
he's
his
still,
biggest
he's
market.
still trending though. He's getting it done. He's still trending. Videos every other week, and a man's still trending.
But do you want to trend every week for a year, or do you want to be here for 10 years? Everyone's got different objectives, innit?
Yeah,
I think
thing.
if I'm right, he's from down south, innit? So I think, even though I'm saying he might not be here in 10 years, someone like him might be, because that Geechee Gullah, that crud community support their own. Look how long Little Boosie's been out here. I can't say I listen to Little Boosie consistently.
That raised
Never
by
heard the tune from
but
that
Who's heard
raised
the
by
tune
your
from Lil
grandparents'
Boosie?
music.
I just know Lil Boosie. I've never heard
but
a tune
he's
from
an
the guy.
entity because like they love their artists, and like if you get out of the mud, like if you're deemed a real one, you can possibly have a long
Yeah,
run.
you
innit?
just like
Boosie is more
Boosie
popular
Bears.
now for his online presence now. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Than
because
the music. I hear you.
he's been releasing music for years. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when he was collaborating heavy with Jeezy
Mad.
back in the day. Do you know what I'm
Him
saying?
and
So,
Webby and that.
yeah, like so. I think a lot now, like a lot of people just know him for being on the gram and Vlad TV and things like that.
Don't cut
So,
his dick off. That clip, brazy.
there you go.
The brazy clip. What else on your new music before we touch on something else?
We touched on Slick Vic and Mash's
Yeah.
project earlier. Fly Hitters 2 that came out.
We started the pod off with
Always, yeah. So it's a vibe EP, man. How many songs? 10 songs, you know. So it's a dope one. So check that out, man. I've been spinning that.
Yeah, and I've been listening to. I might have to get them on as well, because last time we had Vic on his own. Actually, no, he came.
He's been on the pod twice.
Been on a few times, isn't it?
Yeah,
when we had to like sit down and talk music was Drive EP.
yeah,
So
yeah.
if anybody's
yeah.
like you're a consistent listener off the cuff, you remember
Yeah.
that episode when we spoke on a lot of things and we kind of broke down all the music and stuff.
Yeah, that's bro, man. He's already hit me up. He wants to come on. Both him and Mash.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be dope, man. So but yeah, anyone that's listening, check that out as well. Fly Hitters 2.
Definitely. You know, we need to add and update the playlist as well for certain songs.
Yeah,
There's some stuff I'll play.